Hey guys, I want to let you know I still have some bundles left over. If you want your bundle today, hit me up on any of the social links down below for more information. Hey guys, it's Vess and we're back with another helping artist. This time I'm going to teach you guys how to make a chibi. So here we go. I have my guidelines up. I have 4 heads. To me a chibi is like 4 head tall. So what I'm gonna do is with these 2 big heads on the top, I'm going to make 1 big head with those 2 heads. This should be my body and this should be my legs. So yeah, we're just gonna go over that and basically teach you how to do that. So with these 2 heads, I'm gonna go ahead and make that. I'm gonna go ahead and make that body. Well, that head. So you want to start off with a nice large head. So like this, I would say. You make a circle, then you come down the sides in a slanted type of position, like so, and then you round out the face. You don't add that like tippy top, you just round it out, and that's supposed to make like, chibi type face. If you want to make it bigger, you can. It's all up to you and what you want to do. So I'm just coming out with it a little bit more. This will be the middle. These are where the eyes will be. This, the nose and the mouth. Depends on what I'm going to do. So the next thing you want to do is you want to draw your body. So I noticed that chibis don't really have necks. So yeah, what we're gonna do is like this whole head plus a little bit of the tippy top of that head. I'm gonna go ahead and make the body. So the body will come out like pudgy, like so. You will make like almost a rounded part, and then what I like to do is erase the sides like so, and then just tuck that inward, and that will make the body part of, the bottom part of the body. Then with the hands, you want to get this part and erase this part, and then you want to just come down with the hands like so. And for fingers, you just make 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a little thumb. People don't really get into detail. I like to, but being that I'm trying to make it super chibi, I'm just gonna do it the way I was doing it. I used to see people do it. Erase that so I can make it look even, I guess. There we go. All right, now for the legs. Being that we went ahead and we made this part right here, we want to go ahead and make the legs. So the legs will be connected to this part. So I will come around, down, come around, down, come around, down, like this. And then for the remaining part of the head, you can just make the foot like so. Some people make the feet bigger. I'm not going to make the foot bigger because I don't want to. I'm going to make it look as chibi as possible. And yeah, that's basically how you do your little chibis. If you wanted to make a guide for this, you basically follow this same, ritual that I just did. But yeah, you can come down like a circle, almost like an oval. And then for the feet, you will come like an oval around, like so. And then for the body, again, it'll be the teardrop, and then the hands will be a regular old circle, and then the fingers, and then the head the way it is, how we did it. So basically after you're done with this whole shell, you can let me turn that off, or I could leave it on, but you can go ahead and you can lower the opacity and go over it. So I'm just gonna do like a quick sketch of what the character will come out looking like. So let's do that. So you make your eyes, You make your nose, your mouth. Let me lower this down just a tad bit more. Yep. You make your eyebrows, which will hang right above the eyes like so. And then for the the head and stuff, you will just go over your outline and you know, curve outward like so. Like you just go over your outline. That's why it's good to make the shell and like, you know, use that as reference. This is where the neck will be, so you can make like a little V, and you could possibly like put a shirt or something over the character, you know, make it look real cute. I don't know what we're making, but you know, I think I'll make this into like some type of cow neck shirt or something. Then what I like to do is just make the sleeves and stuff. So give this character some sleeves like so. You just want to really go over the line, because if you go over the line, you shouldn't have no hiccups, you know. That's why you always make your sketch of the character first, and then you move on to the most detailed sketch, which is this sketch right here. For the bottom piece, I'm going to go ahead and come around it like so, and then bring it around like this. And if you want to make a girl, you can add boobs, or you don't have to add boobs. It's whatever you want. If you wanted to add boobs, you just, you know, give her boob line. But instead of making the boob line like that, you know, you'll make it like a shirt. You give it its wrinkles that it needs, and that should help with, you know, boob lines and making her look like a girl. I like to give my chibis boobs sometimes, but it's all up to you and what you want to do. And for the legs, you know, you can go ahead, you can add the pants. I'm just gonna add some like regular old pants and add it to wrinkles. I like to add wrinkles on my chibis. It's all up to you on what you like to do with your characters. You know, it's all up to your imagination. But I'm just, you know, just briefly going over how you would do the line work on your character, your little chibi, I guess. Yeah, so that's how you basically get it done. Then for the shoes, yeah, you can you know, make them have sneakers or whatever you want. I like to follow the guideline, and then you just add that bottom piece for the soles of the shoe, and it's basically a shoe, you know. You don't have to worry about that too much. So you go around and you leave some of that space. You come downward, you go around, you go up, you go around, and then you can add your X marks and stuff like so. And then you make your little hands. Again, hands will come out, will be the thumb. Then you have this finger, you have this finger. You're just basically going on the guideline and adding that hand. You do the same thing to the next side. You know, you just go by your guideline. Your guideline will be your trusty sidekick with lining the characters up. And then for the hair, you know, you could play around with it and give her any type of hair. I'm just gonna give her regular old hair that I usually do. So, you know, cuff it in, go around. And if you want to learn about hair, you can refer to my hair tutorial. That type of hair will work on a chibi. You know, is good on any type of character you use. So don't worry about wondering if it does or it doesn't. I do that. I do this hair on like all my chibis, and they come out looking good. So, you know, I'm not worried about it. Then you come outward like so. I'm making a girl character, I guess, so that's why chibi hair, when they're like girls or whatever, they tend to have longer hair, and it like reaches their ankles. Their hair is like really long, so be mindful of that, I guess. But it'll work any type of way you want to do the hair. You don't have to strictly stick to what I do. And I forgot to do her ears, but her ears will be somewhere down here somewhere. You know. So I go ahead, I can turn off my layers, and you'll see that the chibi is like completed. Yeah, guys, so that's how simply I can put it. It's not really hard. Like sometimes it is, but it isn't. So yeah, guys, definitely you know, practice with it. I know I flew past it, and it's because I was just teaching you guys the basic form of it, and then, you know, just showing you the sketching process and how it will look. Again, guys, if you like this video, hit that like. And if you're new here, you're like, hey, Vess, I like what you did. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, and you'll be part of our pulses, part of our family, our community. Again, guys, have an amazing rest of the day. Bye-bye.